Technique splunge. Hey. God, it still stinks. Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be an affordable drugstore back to school tutorial. So I was really excited to do this. I did get inspiration from one of my beautiful subscribers, and they wanted to kind of have more of an in-depth review on blending and just kind of, you know, what colors go together. There's going to be a really, I think, soft kind of pink color with some really nude lips. I really want it to be nice and soft and wearable for school. Even if you're going to the office, I think that this might actually look really, really pretty. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm going to go ahead and pin my hair back before I break this thing, and then we'll get started with the drugstore tutorial. Yeah! First, we're going to prime our face, and what I'm using today is a NYX First Base. It's a primer spray. I got this a while ago and I've been using it like crazy. I love it. So I have a feeling this is going to be in a new empties video here very soon. Woo! That's cold! Well, yeah, that's cold. Alrighty, I'm awake. I'm awake! Okay, so we're going to do the base now because this is all nice and dried down a little bit. I'm actually going to use this new e.l.f. primer. I did talk about the other like poreless e.l.f. primer that didn't do anything for me. So we're going to see how this guy goes. This is like a 3-in-1, I believe, and it's supposed to be pretty good. So we'll hope. It's got a little, you know, squeezy tube, and it comes out white. So we're gonna see how this goes. This is in clear, is essentially what it says, but it doesn't give me any other description other than that. So we're just gonna rock with it. Ooh, it's thick. It's like moisturizer. Ooh, I don't like the smell. Oh god, yeah, no, I don't like the smell at all. It smells like Play-Doh and roses. Ooh, yeah, no. Hopefully it dissipates, please. Ooh, it's stinky. So I'm going to be using the Infallible Pro Matte. I know they just came out with Pro Glow. I am oily to combination, so I'm going to be using Pro Matte because I like to be mattified when it comes to my skin and control the shine with a highlighter. Taking my e.l.f. selfie brush. My favorite thing in the whole world, you guys know. God, a little goes a long way with this stuff. Let's hopefully this is my color. It's going to be too dark. Okay, well, we're gonna rock with it because that's what we do, right? Stuff is thick too. Jeez, today is just like thick makeup day. Oh, too dark. As good as it's gonna get, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm gonna be taking my Morphe E54 brush, the big powder, and I'm going to be taking my Milani Even Touch Powder Foundation in number 10 Creamy Beige, and it is a little bit lighter and more pink, so I have a feeling that this will kind of even out some of the yellowness or orangeness, or, you know, this a little bit. Just gonna go ahead and tap that in there, get it nice and saturated. I don't know why we became southern there, just for a second. I am from Texas, so maybe that's why. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to lighten up just a little bit. I probably shouldn't have done this first, but whatever. I am going to put a little bit of this Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles, and this is in Fair. Yep. If you are a young girl, you probably do not need this step, so you can skip it, but because I'm an old fart, I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath my eyes to kind of brighten them just a little bit. And again, you probably shouldn't put cream over powder, but I wasn't thinking, so it is what it is. Originally, I was going to be using my NYX HD green. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put like 2 or 3 dots underneath just to kind of lighten it up just a touch. Just like that. Dot, dot, dot. So now that it's all nice and huge, because I rinsed it, I'm going to go ahead and tap all this out. I'm going to use the flat side underneath, and then in the inner corners I'm going to turn it over and just use the little baby tip here. Perfect. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Powder, loose powder, and it's in yellow. Take my dampened beauty blender, and I'm just gonna tap that out. I like the yellow powder. It kind of gives me just a little bit more brightness underneath here. And I've never tried this powder before, so, or the yellow one from e.l.f. I've tried yellow powders, just not this kind. Looks good. I'm taking my NYX contour palette. We're going to be using this guy that's kind of more of an ashy tone, and this guy who's a little bit more warm. I can control it better that way. Sigma large angled contour F40 brush here and here, and contouring this face, this huge face of mine. Taking a Real Techniques brush, I'm going to be using these two colors, the yellow as well as the more tan color. I'm just going underneath and cleaning that up. Hello. Alright, so what I want to do first, I think I'm going to do my brows first, and then we're going to go ahead and do the eye makeup. Taking my eye spoolie brush first, I'm just going to spoolie them into place. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this guy. And it just puts down all of the little loose guys that want to stick up and give you a hard time. So I'm just going to do that. And now that they're set down and they're kind of like where they need to be placement wise, what I've been doing lately is just using my Brow Stylist Plumper. It's a brow gel mascara from L'Oreal. This one is in light to medium, and I like this one just because the brush is very small. And I've just lately been doing this instead of actually like carving everybody out. Let's go ahead and move on to the actual eyes. But what I'm using today is the I Heart Obsession, I Heart Makeup palette in Pure Cult. Looks like this. I like these matte shades right here, so I'm going to be actually using this as a transition shade first and putting this underneath my brow bone. Going in with a rounded dome brush. This is my favorite rounded dome brush from Smashbox. I don't know if they even make this brush anymore. The E40 from Sigma is exactly the same thing. I know Morphe has them too, so whatever you have in your collection is just fine. But I'm going to go ahead and take this pinky mauve kind of brown color right here, and I'm just going to dip that in, tap off the excess because these do kick up quite a bit, and just put that on the outer corner here. And just whatever you have left, bring it in. There's not really too much cleanliness wise here because you're going to be putting a color underneath the brow bone. So if it goes a little higher than you want, that's okay. But we just color to be our transition. So just pack that on there until it's the intensity that you want, because that really does make a difference. So now that our eyes are nice and transitioned, I'm going to take a smaller, more precise brush than this. It's a little bit more precise, it's smaller. This is the 203 from Real Techniques. The other one that's very similar is the Blending E25. So either one, whatever you have. And what I'm doing is going into this guy. This is a little bit darker. I'm gonna make this a little bit more precise because I don't want it all over. What I really want to do is focus it on the outer edge, and then whatever I have left, just kind of bring it into the crease, but keep it nice and low. I don't want to take it too high to the brow. And I'm just building that color up. So a little first, and then kind of moving on up. That we have that, I really like this color and this, like, they're kind of satiny. They're not glitter, but they're satiny colors. I like this one for the outer edge, and then this one for the inner corner. This is a e.l.f. Shadow C brush. Looks like this. I'm going to take this in this middle darker shade and put that all over the lid, just packing that on. If there's a little bit of fallout, that's okay. You can take a big fluffy brush and kind of sweep it away. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack this on. I'm not going too close to the inner corner. I'm really working from like 3/4 of the way, like from the outer edge to 3/4 of the way in. Now that that's on, I'm gonna take a smaller kind of pencil brush. This is the Morphe E24. It's kind of nice, finely pointed. I'm going in with this color here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go in with this color first and do that under the brow. and just kind of lightly place that there. I take my big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna blend those edges. Makes such a difference. I'm going to take that same brush into the shimmery pink shade right here. And I'm gonna put that on my inner corner. A little bit on the top of the lid. Just to kind of brighten it up a little bit, and a little bit underneath. This color mixed with a little bit of this guy here and here, and just put that under my lower lash line just to bring it all together. And this is up to you how much you want to smoke this out. Again, I'm taking it about 3/4 of the way in. Smoke this out just a little bit more with that Real Techniques brush, and just smoke that out just a touch. Now that those are all done, what I'm going to do, you could do one of two things. You could use a little bit of glitter and do that, like more glittery, but I wanted this to be really soft, so that's why I'm not going overboard with like the glittering stuff. But I like the way that it's looking so far. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is do the lashes. You can either wear lashes or not wear lashes. I'm going to put on a very small, kind of like wispy pair of falsies, and I'm going to curl my lashes too. I'm going to go in with this guy and curl these bad boys. Again, I am pulsating, I'm not just holding it there. So I'm going to be using, I've never used this one before, so we'll see how this goes, and I don't know what the brush looks like. This is a Scandalized Curve Alert Mascara. Looks like this. See how big this brush is? It's freaking huge. We'll see. Okay. So this is a no-go for me. I'm letting you guys know right now, I do not like it. That will be put into the empties container. So what I'm going to be using, this is the only thing that's not drugstore, but it is like $10.50 and it's well worth it. This is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, and the brush is super little. I like it for the inner and outer corner and on the lower lash line, so I'll be using this today. I'm just going over those lashes just a little bit more in the inner corner here. I'm going to do lower lashes. I'm going to go ahead and put these bad boys on. These are the most natural, the most beautiful wispy lashes ever. I'm not doing winged liner today or anything like that because I wanted this to be very flirty and natural and pretty and pink. So I'm going to be using these guys. Using the Duo Brush On Adhesive. It looks like this. Letting it dry just a little bit. So now that I have these on, this one is driving me crazy. I'm going to put a little bit of black eyeliner on the top just to disguise the band just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to grab a liner, Specialized Precision Black eyeliner. I'm going to go ahead and just use this guy up on my tight line. Yeah, I'm going to zoom you out. We're going to do the blush and the highlight and then the lips, and we're all set. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the cheek. I'm going to use is a soft baked blush from e.l.f. This is Passion Pink. This color, it's so pretty. I like that it's kind of like swirled. The baked blushes work really well from e.l.f. They're baked highlighters. It really depends on which one you get. Moonlight Pearls is probably my favorite. An oldie but a goodie, we're going to be using the Tiki highlighter from Hard Candy. And again, same brush. And just put that on the tops of the cheeks. A little bit up here. A little bit on the nose. Underneath the brow, just a touch. Cupid's bow, nose. Kind of bring this all together. And I'm going to actually use a little bit in the inner corner as well. So it just brings it all together. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move on to lips. I'm going to use my NYX retractable lip liner crayon pencil doodad in soft pink. Looks like this. Ooh, that's pink. I'm going to try this new NYX Plush Gel Lipstick, and this one is in Dime Piece. Just like that. I'm hoping that this will match. It's pretty bright. Alright, so what I'm going to do to kind of calm that down just a little bit is use Dash of Pink from e.l.f. It's one of their new lippies, lip crayons. Yeah, that's better. Kind of calm down that color just a little bit because it's real bright. I almost forgot the matte finish so that your makeup will last through all your classes and all day at work. I will go ahead and spray this all over. A light mist. And then we're done. So this is the final look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you guys want to see something specific, again, please always let me know because you guys are my inspiration. Thank you again for subscribing and hanging out with me. If you like to come and visit me on social media, you can, of course. I am on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat, and all of the links are again down below. I hope you have a great first day of school or work, and I will see you guys later. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Anyways, so I'm doing a Chit Check ready with me. I look like a sad clown. Oh well. Anyways, I was arisen. Again, I don't think that's right. Okay.